Did Marie just get mad and now she's summoning storms?
Oh, look at those insane rain clouds. It's gonna start pouring soon for sure.
That's when I noticed that the thick crowd of customers here has gotten pretty sparse. As if following the families hurrying back inside, we also get up from our seats.
Jeez, the weather report has been way off the mark lately.
Oh, sorry, that's mine. Hello? Oh, Kasai-san.
We move... Oh, you're sitting in my throat. We move away from Yukiko a little to give her some space to talk.
That reminds me, Labris is a robot, right? Would she rust if she got caught out in the rain?
Nah, I doubt it. The Kirijo group developed her after all, and they wouldn't be that cheap.
Imagine Mitsuru gets back to the lab to, like, tune up Labris and make sure she's okay, and they're looking over the specs and they're like, this unit isn't waterproofed. She's not waterproofed? Someone waterproof this lady.
Michan's group sure is amazing. Her stuff is way better than Junes brand electronics.
Shut up! And don't go dissing your own employer.
Not in public, at least. As Yosuke and Teddy snipe at each other, Chie gazes upon the cloudy sky. When she notices me looking at her, she shakes her head, telling me not to worry.
Labris is with Mitsuru-san and her friends, right? I wonder how she's doing.
After the P-1 Grand Prix, Labris joined Mitsuru-san's Shadow Operatives, since she has a persona now. Even as we speak, she and her companions are probably chasing the culprit who threw her into the TV.
Don't worry, I'm sure she's doing fine. If all goes well, we'll see her again in no time.
Yeah, since we made our decision to stick our noses into this case, that means we're after the same thing Labris and the Shadow Operatives are. It seems possible we might meet up with Labris again somewhere soon. Then again, we're doing this without Mitsuru-san's permission, so I can't say I'm eager to run into them.
Yeah, you're right. Man, I should stop being such a worrywart.
Hey, looks like Yukiko-senpai's off the phone.
Oh, welcome back, Yukiko. What was the call about?
It was the inn. It seems a group of our guests is still out. We didn't have any umbrellas ready for them, so I think a lot of them will come back drenched. Sorry, I have to go back for a bit.
Oh, right. I forgot this is a busy time for the Amagi Inn, too.
Actually, shouldn't we be heading home ourselves? Ugh, if this keeps up, I bet it'll keep raining into the night.
Raining, huh? That thing's not gonna come on again, is it?
Everyone turns around at Yosuke's words. He says that thing, but we all know what he means. He's talking about the Midnight Channel, which came on at midnight on a rainy day. The weather was just like this during the incident with Labris too. As if to break the silence, we hear another roll of thunder, closer than the one a moment ago.
In any case, let's meet up again tomorrow to check up on the TV world.
Okay, I'll see you all here tomorrow. And I'll make sure to let Risai-chan know too.
I'll call up Naoto-kun, though I don't know yet if she'll be able to make it.
Cool deal. Well, see you guys tomorrow.
We hastily end the investigation team meeting before it starts raining. As I see Yosuke starting to leave after everyone else, I ask him about the issue he raised earlier.
What do you think, Yosuke, about the timing of all of this?
Oh, that. I don't know, I might be overthinking this, but if the culprit happens to know you, would that give some hint of who it might be?
It's Nanako! Or it's someone working for Nanako, one or the other. It was an understandable question, but I can't help but look askance at him. Askance? 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 Are you kidding me? Askance? What a, like, stupid word to have a 17-year-old teenager think to themselves in their head. If the culprit had investigated me, of course he'd know something about me, but not my plan to stay in Inaba during Golden Week. It's Dojima. It'd have to be a person who knows me, plus knew that I was coming here during the break. Is there anyone who'd know all that?
Is it possible that it could be Adachi?
Adachi-san?
Why are you calling him San? This time I'm caught completely off guard, and all I can do is dully repeat the question. Toru Adachi, the man who was arrested in the Midnight Channel murders, he should be in police custody now. Which is ironic, since he used to work for my uncle as a police detective at Inaba Station. We do have quite a history, so obviously he knows about me, and I can't rule out that Dojima-san might have told Adachi-san about my vacation plans. Why would Dojima ever tell Adachi that what your vacation plans are? What?
No, it wouldn't be him. He has a persona.
Oh, yeah, good point. Sorry, I wasn't trying to weird you out.
Yosuke's tone is apologetic, and he scratches his head. But really, I should be the one apologizing. I didn't just deny that it could have been Adachi-san because he's a persona user. The real reason is that deep down, I trusted what Adachi-san said about abiding by the rules of this world. But if it's not him, then who? The gray clouds filled the sky over our heads, mirroring the confused anxiety we shared. television.
And then Dad came on parent visiting day, so I made sure to raise my hand to answer all the teacher's questions.
Nicole, you told that story 3 times already.
Why does Dojima look so drunk in this image? Look at him. He looks like he hasn't slept in 5 days. Am I the only one that thinks this? His character art doesn't normally look like this, does it? He looks like he's dying.
No, I didn't.
Nanako, who had been talking nonstop throughout dinner, sulks at Dojima-san pointing that out. Whether or not she'll admit it, though, I've definitely heard that story several times. Either parent visiting day made her that happy, or she was looking for any excuse to prolong her conversation. Well, whichever it is, Nanako seems happy, so I don't mind much.
Oh, and guess what? I saw a really long car yesterday.
A really long car? That rings a bell. She must be talking about that extravagant black limousine the Mitsuru-san and her Shadow Operatives drove in on.
Oh, you mean the limo that was driving around town? Yeah, I heard about that. A big stretch limo in a sleepy little town like ours. I'll tell you one thing. They won't be from around here.
Dojima-san shoots me a glance while responding to Nanako's comments. He's a detective through and through. I think he's noticed something's up. It wasn't that hard to notice. Sure enough, after Dojima-san sends Nanako to the sink with the empty dishes, he gets right down to business. To defeat the Huns?
So, what are you up to this time?
There's no hiding anything from that piercing gaze. He has to know we came into contact with Mitsuru-san's people. They were so dignified seeming that I had hoped even their outrageously long limo wouldn't stand out here, but I find myself actually relieved to be
The
mistaken.
day you were due back, a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department suddenly rang me up to ask about the details of that case. Not only that, but I saw that Shirogane kid at the station several times these past couple of days. Was this all just a coincidence?
That's...
Can't answer, huh? Well, that's fine.
Dojima-san gives a deep sigh and closes his eyes. Dojima looks like he's about to collapse. Like someone needs to take this man to a hospital. That's odd. Normally he'd grill me for more information and yell at me while doing it.
Look, I trust you, but this is different. Don't stick your head into the lion's den. You do understand that I'm a detective and pretty much your guardian while you're here, right?
His strict yet honest gaze asks me to promise that much in return for not probing me further. I say yes, but in my mind, I'm apologizing at the same time. You're just a filthy liar, huh? Lying to Mitsuru, lying to Dojima, that's all you do, Narukami, is lie, lie, lie. Maybe you're the villain. We're heading into dangerous waters, but it's the same as the situation when I lived here. We have to be the ones to do this.
So long as you understand that. Then do whatever you want.
I can't help but smile at seeing Dojima-san look away and sigh. I'm sure that he has a million questions about everything I'm doing, but he's not asking them. It's because he trusts me.
Hey, you're picking on Big Bro again, Dad.
Go to timeout corner, Dojima.
Oh, no, not at all. We were just talking.
Really, Big Bro?
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
I'll always be on your side, okay?
Yeah, you would be, you murderer. When I answer her with a smile, Nanako looks up at me with a worried expression, but her reply is earnest. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Dojima-san looking uncomfortable, and I can't help but laugh again. Haha, your daughter likes me more than you, suck it. Single dad. I forgot that that calendar there is like, it's a reference to the Atlus game Catherine, right? I saw it, like, just from the corner of my eye, and I was like, is that Haru from Persona 5? And no, it's not. It's the girl from the Catherine series, but she has, like, a similar hairstyle. So I was like, first of all, good taste in having Haru on your calendar. Second of all, how did you get that? When I return to my room, I can hear the faint rumble of thunder in the distance. The rain that was pouring down this evening has already stopped. If the pattern holds, the Midnight Channel should stay quiet as long as it's not raining. Realizing that raises some complex feelings in me. I have to go back home tomorrow, and as much as I hope nothing happens, I want to resolve this mystery while I'm still here. But wishing to solve the case means wishing for something to happen.
Make up your mind, you.
I inadvertently glance towards the TV screen's reflective surface and catch myself with an odd smile on my face. Just a little longer until midnight. Out of habit, I check the time, and the moment I look back at the TV, the screen suddenly turns on.
The strong win, while the weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P-1 fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
Time to let loose!
contestants in the previous P-1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P-1 Ring! These are battles of honor, battles of will. Sparks will fly. Some fight for pride, some fight for glory. Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome? Things are heating up! Tonight, who will win the title of champion? Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P-1 Climax is...
Barely getting started!
Not as good as the first one, but it was pretty good. Also, Kuma.
Did you see that? What the hell?
Hello? Hey.
Oh dear. Yo, Junpei?
What's going on here?
Yo, Junpei! Wait, is it the Dark Hour?
What in the world? The town!
A red fog?
Yo, Junpei and Yukari! Is that Tartarus over
What the?
there? Yo, this is sick.
Yoo-hoo! All you P-1 crazies out there, sorry about the long wait.
The TV shows a familiar classroom. If I remember right, that's the announcement room at the school Labras created inside the TV world during the P-1 Grand Prix. We gotta go through that dang school to find the announcement room again! Standing in that announcement room is General Teddy, actually just his head chortling away.
The P-1 Climax. It's the end of the world. One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax.
Please stop saying Climax.
And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time!
You could just end the world, huh? You could just do that?
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then. Time to show off how that special stage is going.
Oh! That's not good. I remember this. This happened to them in Persona 3, didn't it? Except Takahiko was less buff.
Is that Mitsuru-san?
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Then again, if we don't have a champion, everyone's a goner anyway. So she'll be in good company. Best of luck to all of you.
Man, they just, they wasted no time in this one, huh? Man, if I had a nickel for every time Mitsuru and the friends that were with her got crucified, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of wild that it happened twice, right? The display cuts off abruptly and the TV becomes a silent box. Realizing that a strange red light is filling the once dark room, I dash towards the window. I really hope I'm not misremembering. There is a moment in the Persona 3 thing where, like, all of them end up on crosses, right? Didn't that happen in Persona 3? Or am I thinking of something different? Didn't that happen when the pun guy that, like, died or whatever, who was like, oh, hey, look, he's a good guy, but actually he's a bad guy, but they didn't, like, build up his character at all when he, like, betrayed them or whatever? Like, they all got put up on, yeah, the pun guy crucified them. Okay, thanks, chat. I thought I was insane for a second there. Nova, welcome to stream. This is literally the start of the Ultimax story, yes. I just finished the Arena story a little earlier. The display cuts off abruptly and the TV becomes a silent box. Realizing that a strange red light is filling the once dark room, I dash towards the window. The town outside is covered in an eerie red fog.
What is that?
It's a red fog, moron. Hello? You just said it. The streetlights are off and I don't sense anyone's presence. That hazy light illuminating the town, it's the red fog. Seeing the town in such an obviously abnormal state snaps me back to my senses and I quickly look back into my room.
Nanako! Dojima-san!
Yeah, they're probably coffins. No one answers. I rush down the stairs and check all the rooms, but no matter how hard I look, the two who live here are nowhere to be found. What in the world is going on here? The P-1 Climax? Are Mitsuru-san and her people really captives? And worst of all, this isn't the TV world. Is this really still the real world? If so, what's happened to the townspeople? A wave of confusion and fear crashes over me as I sort through the information at hand. My cell phone won't even turn on, like it's suddenly broken. It's happening again.
Junes Food Court.
Chat, are there, do we, like, are there bookmarks in this just like in the other game? Did we get a bookmark earlier? I don't remember. Are there bookmarks in this just like in the other one? Like, is there gonna be a save point at any point? Or, like, is it gonna finish a scene and be like, okay, you have to pick another of the cards from the main thing? Does that happen during this story mode? I'm asking because I've got, like, probably 4 or 5 minutes before I need to intro part 100, so I'm wondering if there's gonna be any kind of natural stopping point at any time. That's right, whenever we had a case, that's where we'd always gather. If Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko have noticed this too, then they'll definitely be headed there. Why do you always talk about, like, Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko as a group and never bring up Kanji, Teddy? You always bring up the others as an afterthought. Dick move, dude. Teddy should be with Yosuke, so there's no need to worry about him. Kanji, though, he might head straight into the TV. My man. I chuckled to myself at the thought, a rare moment of humor in this looming crisis. I know where I need to be, so I quickly prepare myself. Whenever we needed to fight, I was always clad in my Yasugami High uniform. To think that I'd be wearing it again so soon. This dude's, like, his fighting outfit is literally just his school uniform. It's with a sense of trepidation that I open the front door. To be continued. Oh, does it do a to be continued for, like, every scene? Ah, okay, good. There are red clears! No! 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 Curse you! Curse you and your red clears! Oh, so that actually went through 3 of them all in one. Okay, so despite how large this amount of cards looks, it might not actually be that significant. That was 5% of the story already? That was about like 45 minutes, give or take. Or no, that was about 40 minutes. I think that was a little under 40 minutes. For 5%, that's not too bad. Honestly, I'm all for this story being a little bit quicker because the Arena one dragged on way more than it needed to at certain moments. But, okay. Nice. So we have to, that was chapter 1. Now we move on to chapter 2, which encompasses Naoto's scenario and Rize's scenario. Rize is very interesting that she has a scenario here to see what she's up to. So, that entire chapter didn't have a single bit of combat in it. Classic Persona 4 Arena, dude. Yeah, I was about to say, this appears to be one single, straightforward story instead of multiple different versions. On one hand, I do prefer, like, one well-structured story, like, going through instead of doing the same story in slightly different fashions. On the other hand, if they had done that for the first Persona 4 Arena, then we wouldn't have gotten, like, Yosuke's version of the story and Kanji's version of the story, and I liked their versions of the story a lot more, and Mitsuru and Akihiko's and Aigus's a lot more than I did, like, Narukami's and Chie's and etc. So, you know, there's some good and some bad with that, but I think overall I probably will prefer, like, one well-structured story. To be fair, the stories here were all, like, they all had similarities. Like, there were, like, 3 different stories that all branched off of Labrys's story, and then kind of all, like, they all had, like, the same general ending, basically, but anyways, cool stuff. Chat, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna stream for another hour, but I need to take a quick bathroom break. And also, this should be the end of, part 99 on YouTube. So those of you watching on YouTube, the next video you get will be part 100, which will be an hour long, which with an hour long. Hopefully we can get through this chapter 2 bit with Rize and Naoto. I guess we'll see how it goes, but I'm very interested to see how the Ultimax story goes here. I'm really intrigued by how it started with the bit with Margaret and Igor, where they were like, all right, you don't need our assistance or whatever. I wonder if that might be relating to that redheaded guy in the thumbnail and in the opening sequence, because we didn't see him at all in Persona 4 Arena. So he must be a character in Ultimax, because why else is he in all the fan art, or not the fan art, but the official art that I used for my thumbnail, and in the opening sequence for Ultimax. So he's got to show up at some point, so I wonder if that relates to him some way, or something else, but I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So, yeah, those of you watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. If you want to catch these streams live, link to my Twitch channel description, and you'll be seeing part 100 very soon. Until then, farewell.